Hey everybody, check out this video called The Family Scapegoat or Problem Child, Honesty About Dysfunction. So this very much applies to dog culture. This actually applies to something that happened in the YouTube dog culture review ranks recently. You guys probably know that there was a little dust up between me and Kanan, and there's a lot of stuff to talk about with that whole situation. But a lot of people popped in and they said, you need to be quiet, you need to not talk about this, just move on, just forget about it. And that really applies to what this guy is about to talk about. I've been trying to find a good short video on this to share with you guys for a while, and I found this one, so I'm kind of excited to share it. For example, when me and Kanan first interacted, I kind of looked at Kanan as like someone I served in the military with that could handle quite a bit of rabble rousing and stuff like that. But I didn't realize that was not exactly true. So, on the point of self reflection, yeah, I should have been more aware of that. But the little situation that happened between me and him very much applies to this. I'm not trying to bring up old things or anything. I'm just sharing that so people can take the time to relate. But this guy talks about the family scapegoat or the problem child. So has that ever happened to you? Have you ever been labeled as the problem child? When you look at dog culture and have something to say about it, dog culture instantly calls you the problem child, and then dog culture scapegoats all of its problems onto you. If you have any issue with dogs and then you talk about it, what does dog culture say? They say, nope, go to your corner, just shut your mouth, just learn to tolerate dogs. So let me play a little bit of this video for you and tell me what you think about this. Does this relate to dog culture?
A dysfunctional family, there's the one child that's referred to as the troublemaker. They're the ones that's defiant, rebellious, angry all the time, and he just won't get with the program and smarten up.
Okay, so that's you. If you're a dog culture critic, you're the troublemaker. Not dogs, it's you. You're the troublemaker for talking about the problem.
Now, let me say this right up front. Of all the roles that we're going to look at, the problem child is the one person in the family that is being honest.
Ooh, you see, that's us too. The dog culture critics, we're being honest. We're being honest about all the negative externalities of dog culture. But that, according to everyone else, you're a problem when you do that.
Everybody else is lying both to each other and to themselves. What is going on in the
Yes, dog owners are lying to themselves and everyone else. All of the stuff that they say, all of this godlike things that they say about dogs, that they're better than humans, they're lying to themselves and they actually know it. Because at the end of the day, they're spending a ton of money on their dogs and they still need people to pay them money, people to build products for their dogs.
the scapegoat or the problem child is they're saying this family is sick. And I'm not going to lie about that.
Yeah, this society is sick with dog worship, and we, as dog culture critics, we're not going to lie about it.
We're messed up. And everybody walks around like we love each other and like all our needs are being met. Well, they're not.
Yeah, our needs aren't being met. Dog owners will say, this dog is everything I need. I don't need a boyfriend, a husband, a wife, or girlfriend. Dogs are better. But that's a bunch of crap because dog owners need every day more and more and more access to everything in society. More places for their dog to piss and shit everywhere. More couches to chew up, more people to maul, more rights, more cliff rescues, etc., etc.
And I'm not going to go along with it. I'm rebelling. Now, what? what I want you to get is this: their rebellion is actually a healthy thing
Yes, your rebellion against dog culture is completely healthy.
because they're saying, I don't want a house of lies where we abuse and hurt each other.
Yeah, I don't want a house full of dogs where dogs attack each other and attack us, bark too much, disrupt our sleep, take away all of our money, make our house stink. We don't want a house full of that.
I refuse to go along with that. I rebel against what's happening here. Now that's how it starts, a good rebellion. The problem is it goes into a bad rebellion as well. But that's what it begins. Now, that's what's going on in the child. Now, here's why the parents like the scapegoat.
Yeah, this is what he's about to say applies to dog culture. Dog culture loves to have a scapegoat. Anytime a dog does something bad, well, first off, they scapegoat themselves. They blame the owner. Yet the owners usually escape culpability. But then they'll blame some external person. The mailman made too much noise. The kid made too much noise. They scapegoat.
Now, when people say, you seem to have trouble in your family, they go, look at our hero child.
The hero child is the dog. The hero child is the worshipped dog.
We're good parents.
Yep, we're good doggy daddies. Pity mommy. We rescued him. We adopted him. Oh,
The reason we're having trouble is because of this child.
yeah. The reason we're having trouble is because this person over here has told us that we're spending too much on the dog, that our kids are more important, that the dog barking is keeping us up all night. They don't want to hear that. You, as the dog culture critic, us as the dog culture critics, we are getting labeled as the bad child.
He's the problem.
And yes, I did use a little bit of a logical fallacy, the plain folks fallacy right there. Excuse me, but let's move on.
And that's why he's called the scapegoat. He is blamed for all the problems in the family, in the marriage. And what
Yeah, how do they talk about dogs all the time? No bad dogs, only bad humans. You know, they always blame some external human for what's going on.
the parents basically communicate is this: if we didn't have this child, we wouldn't have any problems in our family. It,
Yeah, if we didn't have this person calling us out for making stupid decisions with the dog, then we wouldn't have any problems. But actually, your problems would still be there.
it all gets pinned on that child. So they're actually quite happy to have this child because they got somebody to blame.
Yeah, dog culture is happy to have you as a dog culture reviewer because then they can blame it on you. Even if you are a person talking to like another dog owner, hey, your dog's barking all night. Can you do something about it? They will tell you you need to just, stuff it, stifle your needs, suppress your emotions. The problem isn't my dog barking. The problem is that you're complaining about it. Parents even do this to their little kids. They tell their kids to adjust their life, adjust their position in the house for the sake of mom and dad's dog. The problem isn't the dog knocking your food over. The problem isn't the dog tearing up your bed, little kid. The problem is that you're not allowing it to happen. So I mean, this is really just everywhere.
For their stuff.
Yeah, their stuff, their dog problem stuff.
And they don't want to look at their stuff, so they have a scapegoat to put it on.
Yep, the scapegoat. You didn't train it right. You didn't raise it right. The neighbors made too much noise. You didn't give them enough raw meat. The dog had anxiety that day. The fireworks made him attack grandma, etc., etc.
So that then results in this problem child getting blamed for everything. And so more stuff gets piled on them all the time.
Yeah, we're doing this to our fellow humans every day. Every time something goes bad with a dog, even when a dog escapes, runs 3 blocks away, attacks a police officer and the police officer has to defend himself, somehow that's the fault of the police officer. Somehow that's the fault of some other person. They never want to blame the nasty dog. They always have like five humans lined up to, they're in like a little magazine stack. It's the problem of some other person. Always shifting the blame.
Now, a couple other things are happening with the scapegoat. The scapegoat becomes the honest expression of how everybody's really feeling.
So, isn't that the dog culture critics too? A lot of people that watch our videos and watch our content, they have the same problems with dogs that we have. They are actually noticing what we notice, but they're afraid to say it.
But afraid to show.
Ooh.
So when he rebels and he gets angry and he lashes out and he speaks his mind to mom and dad, he's really giving a voice to everybody. They won't admit it.
Yeah, when we speak our mind in our dog culture critic content, we're doing that too. Everybody knows that we're right, but they will likely pretend that we're wrong in order to keep getting the approval from society. Oops, sorry about that.
But that they're almost thankful for. But then what happens with this scapegoat is they're really ostracized by the family. The family says, you're the problem, and they kind of feel like a black sheep. They don't fit. They don't belong in this family because they refuse to play by the rules of this.
Okay, I'll leave it there, but check out this whole video if you get a chance, and check out some of the longer seminars on this. But this is the dog culture reviewers. We become the black sheep. We get cast out by the family. But dog culture still loves to come and blame us or blame other humans for every problem that they have with their dog. Because they just don't want us to talk about it. They want us to, quote unquote, squash the beef, go to your corner, quit talking about it. And Kanan, if you're watching, isn't that kind of like what happened to us when we had our little quote unquote dust up? Yeah, it's the same thing. And so this is just an important topic to look at. And this really explains a lot of the pathology of dog culture. This whole scapegoat and problem child thing. Dog culture reviewers get treated like scapegoats and problem childs, but we're actually trying to shine a light on something that everybody else should be looking at. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and hope to see you in the next one. Later.